A great leader's courage to fulfill his vision comes from passion, not position. John Maxwell. The key to successful leadership today is influence, not authority. Kenneth Blanchard. I must follow the people. Am I not their leader? Benjamin Disraeli. There are 3 essentials to leadership: humility, clarity and courage. Fuxian Yuan. Lead and inspire people. Don't try to manage and manipulate people. Inventories can be managed, but people must be led. Ross Perot. Leaders aren't born, they are made. And they are made just like anything else, through hard work. And that's the price we'll have to pay to achieve that goal, or any goal. Vince Lombardi. Leaders must be close enough to relate to others, but far enough ahead to motivate them. John C. Maxwell. Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. John F. Kennedy. Leadership cannot just go along to get along. Leadership must meet the moral challenge of the day. Jesse Jackson. Education is the mother of leadership. Wendell Willkie. Leadership is a potent combination of strategy and character. But if you must be without one, be without the strategy. Norman Schwarzkopf. The first responsibility of a leader is to define reality. The last is to say thank you. In between, the leader is a servant. Max De Pree. Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Warren Bennis. Before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others. Jack Welch. A leader is a dealer in hope. Napoleon Bonaparte. You don't need a title to be a leader. Multiple attributions. A leader is best when people barely know he exists. When his work is done, his aim fulfilled, they will say, "We did it ourselves." Lao Tzu. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. John Maxwell. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, concerned citizens can change world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. Margaret Mead. The nation will find it very hard to look up to the leaders who are keeping their ears to the ground. Sir Winston Churchill. The most dangerous leadership myth is that leaders are born, that there is a genetic factor to leadership. That's nonsense. In fact, the opposite is true. Leaders are made rather than born. Warren Bennis. I start with the premise that the function of leadership is to produce more leaders, not more followers. Ralph Nader. Effective leadership is not about making speeches or being liked. Leadership is defined by results, not attributes. Peter Drucker. A great person attracts great people and knows how to hold them together. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. You don't lead by hitting people over the head, that's assault, not leadership. Dwight Eisenhower. Leadership is influence. John C. Maxwell. You don't lead by pointing and telling people some place to go. You lead by going to that place and making a case. Ken Kesey. So much of what we call management consists in making it difficult for people to work. Peter Drucker. The very essence of leadership is that you have to have a vision. It's got to be a vision you articulate clearly and forcefully on every occasion. You can't blow an uncertain trumpet. Reverend Theodore Hesburgh. A leader takes people where they want to go. A great leader takes people where they don't necessarily want to go, but ought to be. Rosalind Carter. The challenge of leadership is to be strong, but not rude, be kind, but not weak, be bold, but not bully, be thoughtful, but not lazy, be humble, but not timid, be proud, but not arrogant, have humor, but without folly. Jim Rohn. People buy into the leader before they buy into the vision. John Maxwell. Leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something you want done because he wants to do it. General Dwight Eisenhower. The leader has to be practical and a realist, yet must talk the language of the visionary and the idealist. Eric Hoffer. Leaders think and talk about the solutions. Followers think and talk about the problems. Brian Tracy. Leadership does not always wear the harness of compromise. Woodrow Wilson. I am reminded how hollow the label of leadership sometimes is, and how heroic followership can be. Warren Bennis. Leadership is unlocking people's potential to become better. Bill Bradley. Management is about arranging and telling. Leadership is about nurturing and enhancing. Tom Peters. Great leaders are not defined by the absence of weakness, but rather by the presence of clear strengths. John Zinger. One of the tests of leadership is the ability to recognize a problem before it becomes an emergency. Arnold Glazer. The final test of a leader is that he leaves behind him in other men the conviction and the will to carry on. Walter Lippmann. The growth and development of people is the highest calling of leadership. Harvey Firestone. Earn your leadership every day. Michael Jordan. A good leader is a person who takes a little more than his share of the blame and a little less than his share of the credit. John Maxwell.